Hello, I'm Karen Elgersma at the Gorge Waterway Nature House, and you're watching Go Island on ShawTV. On today's show, there's something new at Uptown that's making a big splash, and Kevin Chirac heads to HMCS Calgary for a celebration. All that and much more on Go Island. Hello, thank you so much for joining us on Go Island. We are at the Gorge Waterway Nature House today, celebrating World Oceans Day all week long. It's one of my favorite celebrations because I love the ocean. But you guys are doing some really spectacular programs out here in honor of Mother Nature herself. Let's talk about the program that you are offering today with the St. Andrews students.
Sure. So today we offered a watershed program to St. Andrews students where we had 3 stations that they could visit to learn about our watersheds. We looked at water quality monitoring in the Gorge Waterway. We looked at some local marine creatures in our Sequoia touch tank. And we also looked at a watershed model, which is an interactive model that we have that they can look and see how our daily activities affect our local watersheds.
Lots of busy cars there. Here, you can take one. So put those along those black and gray areas where there's lots of car activity.
People don't realize that we get some amazing animals in here. We get salmon coming up the Gorge Waterway. We have herring coming up. We have the native Olympia oyster in the Gorge Waterway. We have anemones and crabs and fish of all kinds.
What are you doing here for Oceans Day?
Oceans Day is going to be a great day. It's going to be super fun. We're going to offer some of the educational programs like Nature Walk. We'll have a Sequoia touch tank. You can meet some local marine animals. And we're also going to have a bouncy castle. We'll have some other nonprofits with us who are also very interested in the ocean and care about the ocean. We'll have food and music. It's going to be a really fun day.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of making a splash, Shaw's made a huge splash at Uptown with a brand new call center. James Green has all the details. Oh, hanging out at the Gorge Waterway is always a good idea, but it's actually even a better idea right now because not only are all the programs happening at the Nature House kicked up a notch, but with World Oceans Day here, there's a big party going on. Let's give people a little history. You know, you come here, you see the Nature House, we see brilliant women like you, but where did this all begin?
Well, for me, it started volunteering here, actually.
Wow.
I started volunteering here back in high school, which was about 2007, and was kind of in and out, helping people learn about the gorge, learn about the history of Victoria. I have a passion for the ocean, so anything that I can relate to the ocean, spread that passion on. That's kind of where I started. The Nature House itself has been here since, I believe, 2006.
Yep.
And we've been open, this year we've been open every single weekend throughout the fall, winter, spring, and in the summer we'll be open for the whole summer too, during the week as well. So it'll be a busy summer and we're super looking forward to it. The kids' eyes just light up and they're so excited to know that this is right outside of their back door. It's so accessible and they're so cool. And it's just spreading that passion and having that awareness of I impact these animals and it's not too hard to make a bit of a change in a daily routine. So
absolutely.
It's those small changes, and I do think they take those away with them when they leave, so it's very rewarding.
Oh, I love it. I want you to think about what you can do to help our oceans. Just one thing, just make one little change. Now, we are going to head out with Kevin Chirac to HMCS Calgary. Why? Because they have a big celebration going on. We're celebrating the ocean today. It's World Oceans Day, and we're at the Gorge Waterway. They have this really cool nature house, very interesting program that they offer, teaching students and young people and young at heart about taking care of our planet. What'd you learn today?
I learned that pesticides and fertilizers ruin the water because all the asphalt roads, because everything ends up in the waterway in the ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. It was pretty amazing, that demo. I was, with the way the water just turned that mucky brown, you're like, ugh, because you don't think about it, right? What'd you learn today?
Well, there's more natural things to use than all the like fake stuff that you can help with your like garden and stuff.
Absolutely. Now, it is World's Ocean Day. So we're all thinking about a couple things, or one thing that we can do to make a difference. If there was one thing you could do to make a difference, help our environment, can you think of one thing you'd like to do, or one thing you'd like to encourage someone else to do maybe?
Maybe not take their cars to work, like walk, bike.
Very good one. How about you?
Alternative sources to, I don't know, help the planet.
Yeah, like solar or wind or anything like that. Yeah. Start thinking outside of the fossil fuel. Well, thank you very much. We're going to take a very short break, but please stay with us when we come back. Daphne Good is going to introduce us to a very special event that honors somebody that is been a big part of our sports history. It's just so beautiful here at the Gorge Waterway, and make sure that you take the time to come out here either on World Oceans Day or any day throughout the summer and experience the Nature House, learn about this beautiful little ecosystem here, and wander through this beautiful park. Now, we are going to head out with Daphne Good to find out why one sportscaster has influenced a very special event that will raise money for the Greater Victoria Sports Hall of Fame. We're celebrating the ocean in the Gorge Waterway, which I know sounds a bit crazy, but really this is part of the whole ecosystem, and we're with three brilliant students here who've been part of a learning experience down here at the Nature House. What have you learned today?
Well, we got to like see a tour of how where pesticides come in and how it leaks into the waterways and stuff.
Yeah, which is not good.
No.
And how about you? Did you learn anything that you didn't know before?
Yeah, I learned about different ways to filter your water when you do car washing by washing your car on the lawn.
Oh, brilliant. Good for you. How about you?
I learned about some new animals that live here in the Gorge Waterway that I didn't know of. Like some oysters that live actually here in the Gorge Waterway.
I didn't know that either. Now, as we celebrate our oceans, what's one thing you would like to do to help protect the oceans? If there was one thing you could do in the future to help our oceans, what would you do?
I think I would start taking the small steps, like not using pesticides to prevent it happening in the first place.
How about you?
Well, I want to be a scientist to work in the science field when I get older, so maybe start a group cleaning around the beaches.
We're in good hands here with these brilliant students. We have to take a very, very short break, but go nowhere. When we come back, Paul Ballstein is going to inspire all of us to live and stay living very healthy. So what are you going to do to celebrate World Oceans Day? You can come up with one thing that you can do that will make a difference to help the planet, or you can go check out some of the celebrations that are happening all over the place. I know the Shaw Ocean Discovery Center out in beautiful Sydney by the Sea has tons going on all throughout the weekend. And if you come here to the beautiful Gorge Waterway, the Nature House has a very special event happening. We hope to see you out there enjoying World Oceans Day.
Women's clothing provided by Tulip Noir, casual designer fashions. Men's wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co. Menswear and accessories. Hair services provided by Salon J.